Most video games get family stories wrong. They focus on loss, trauma, or guilt. But Pragmata, it does it completely different. It shows us what it means to build one. And honestly, it's so refreshing to see. So today, I want to talk about how Pragmata reshapes the typical family relationship we see in games, and why we so desperately need more storytelling like it. We all come from many different backgrounds and many different situations, so family means something different to everyone. To me, family is your support system. Whether blood related or not, it's the people that love you unconditionally, who are always there for you in good times and bad, and always have your back. And it's exactly what Pragmata's story explores. The main character, Hugh, says it perfectly.
Now we got deer.
They look like family.
Probably a buck and his fawn.
So their DNA is a 50% match.
Well, a family isn't just what's in your DNA.
It isn't?
Not at all. I mean, I was adopted.
Adopted?
Yeah, when a family takes you in as their own. Even though we don't share the same DNA, they're still my family. And I love them.
Capcom puts family front and center in the most unlikely of settings and circumstances: space, humanity, and artificial intelligence. But how does Pragmata translate this into a story we can relate to? The game introduces us to Hugh and his crew. It's clear that at least some of his crew members have their own family back home. But Hugh, he's a single guy, no wife, no kids. He grew up as an orphan. As a kid, he found a support system through a loving foster care family, and as an adult, his crew became his family. They're his anchor, and he quickly sees them ripped away right in front of his very eyes, sucked out into the vacuum of space, leaving just him and his captain, James. That doesn't last long, though. As the ceiling collapses, James sacrifices himself to save Hugh, a selfless act for a person he deeply cares for. That's the last thing Hugh sees before getting knocked unconscious. His life, his support, his family, all gone in an instant. Then he wakes up, and everything changes. He opens his eyes to a little girl repairing his suit, saving his life. Then alarms blare. The space station's AI marks him as threats and spawns a bot to take him out. Without thinking, Hugh's fatherly instincts kick in, moving Diana behind him to protect her from harm. Together they survive and make it safely to an escape pod. With the chance to finally take a breath, Hugh encounters something rather unexpected. He names the robot girl Diana, and a father-daughter bond instantly starts to form.
Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana, Hugh, Diana.
Diana?
Diana!
People are calling Pragmata Dad Space, which is really funny, and actually it fits perfectly. The way Capcom has fostered an organic relationship between a guy and robot child doesn't feel forced. It feels real. And how they made Diana function and act like a little girl is unbelievable. As a dad of a 12-year-old son and a 1.5-year-old daughter, I see so many similarities of how Diana acts in the game to how my daughter acts in real life. Diana is discovering many things for the first time, just like a child. Diana's overflowing with curiosity, excitement, and a sense of wonder. And he was the stepdad, jumping into that role naturally, feeling a need to protect her, watch her grow, and help her learn along the way. My wife always says that love and family is not finite. You can always allow more people in and expand your family, even if they're not blood related. For Hugh, Diana becomes his family, going beyond traditional family, even transcending humanity. There are so many wholesome moments between Hugh and Diana like this. It's amazing to watch their relationship grow through genuine interactions between them. I have lived in these moments with my own daughter, so it's this part of the story that really hits me the hardest emotionally as a father. Capcom creatively built these moments right into the gameplay itself. There are these items called Read Earth Memories, aka REMS, that you can actually find throughout the world, then bring back to your shelter to 3D print. They don't give you upgrades, they don't make you stronger, they only exist to give them to Diana as presents and watch her excitement as she plays with them. One of those is a basketball hoop. My boy Hugh loves his basketball, and so do I. When he gives Diana the hoop, they have this fun little conversation while Diana and Hugh pass the ball back and forth. It reminds me of my daughter and me. She's got this little hoop in the basement. We pass the ball back and forth, she dunks it, and my wife and I celebrate by saying, Slam dunk, woo woo, slam dunk, woo woo. She also sits in my recliner with me and watches basketball, yelling, ball, when she sees it on the TV. Another REM is the slide. When Hugh gives this to Diana, she goes down it over and over again, smiling every time. No objective, no reward, just joy. My daughter's the exact same way on her playset outside. She has to go up. So I pick her up, she slides down with a smile on her face, then runs back to do it all over again. Bringing Diana these REMs, she eventually responds by drawing pictures and giving them back to Hugh, and he displays them on his computer desk like a proud dad. Just like we do with my son's drawings we hang up in the hallway, and my daughter's little art projects from daycare that we hang on the fridge. It's so cute when my daughter gets home and she's got both her little hands out, grasping her little art project that she made at daycare, and gives it to me with a huge smile. It's those little things, the moments that don't matter to the game, but mean everything to the family relationship. Diana wants to help with everything. She wants to be involved all the time. My daughter's always wanted help with things around the house. Feeding the cat, unloading the dishwasher, playing with her toys and cleaning them up afterwards. We're a team, and we taught her to high five after we do something together. She loves high fives. It always makes us smile and laugh. Hugh does this with Diana. Hugh treats her like a teammate, and they high five when they achieve something together. Or I guess you could call it a Hugh five. Sorry, dad joke. What makes Pragmata so special is how positive it all feels. So many games, ones I love, like God of War and Last of Us, they tell incredible family stories. But they're often built on pain and guilt, on distance, on emotional walls. Pragmata's different. It shows the joy of building a family relationship between a happy dad and daughter. The warmth, the growth, the loving connection. I'm not saying we need this type of storytelling in every game. I like variety, but what I'm saying is we don't see enough of it. Because for a lot of people, gaming is where we go to relax, to connect, to feel something good, and Pragmata delivers that in a way that feels honest and real. Parenting is such a rewarding family experience, and in this game, it really shines through. It had me smiling, laughing, and even tearing up at times, not because of tragedy, but because of how it reminded me of my own life. If more games told stories about finding and building family, I think a lot more people would be able to see their own families reflected in these worlds. And it's the kind of storytelling that I'd want my son to grow up experiencing. And my daughter too, if she decides to play games when she gets older. I think this is a must-play for dads, and really for anyone who cherishes family. If you've played this game, I would love to hear what moments you connected with most. And if you haven't, are you going to give this game a try now? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.